Santos is up and he is dancing. And maybe Mark Vidal is going to pull this out.
See the second kicking off. A good left hand by Vidal. And again, as he hurt Santos.
He'd have gone down if the ropes weren't there, but he just bounced off the ropes. This Santos has got a heart like a lion.
25 seconds and under. Santos trying to hang in there, fighting back. And Santos finishes strong as he looks to take the title away. This one is all over.
He just about had Mark Vidal ready to hit the floor, I think.
Carlos Santos came from Puerto Rico and won the IBF Junior Middleweight Championship when they were still fighting 15-round fights. And that was quite a night. The late John Condon at ringside with me that night. What a night it was.
And you know, Sam, I still believe that 15 rounds is the championship distance. That's where they separate the men from the boys.
Some of the great memories at Madison Square Garden. Some of the title fights held at the Felt Forum and the Paramount. Alexis Arguello in 1979 against Bazooka Limon. Carlos Santos and Mark Vidal. Buddy McGirt won the title, defeated Howard Davis. Iran Barkley and Darren Van Horn here at the Paramount. And Buddy McGirt and Gennaro Leone earlier this year here at the Paramount. Some of the title fights. Junior middleweights in the ring. The very popular Julio Cesar Green. They had his fans on their feet as he entered the ring. Here's the introduction from Ed Darian.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 10 rounds, and it's in the middleweight division. Our judges, Al DeCesar, Georgie Colon, and Tom Coleman. Our referee is Dick Pagozzi. And now, boxing fans, introducing the principals. First, in the blue corner, wearing the multicolored trim trunks. He tipped in at an even 158 pounds. He has 11 wins, 10 losses, 1 draw, with 3 knockouts. From Albany, New York, ladies and gentlemen, here is Ricky Thomas. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the green trunks with the gold trim. He too weighed in at an even 158 pounds. Now, this young man has 12 wins, only 1 loss, with 6 knockouts. From Brooklyn, New York, the current New York State middleweight champion and ranked number 8 by the WBC. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Julio Cesar Green.
Julio Cesar Green is pumped for this fight, coming off a fight in February when he won a 10-round decision over Eric Holland. Ricky Thomas, a very unimpressive record across the way from Julio Cesar Green. 11-10, but he has fought some outstanding fighters. Lost a 10-round decision to Darren Van Horn December the 15th. Lost a 10-round decision to Lamar Parks here in New York, January 27th. Was stopped in the 10th round by James Toney, April the 17th in Pennsylvania. And Ricky Thomas comes out winging with the left hook. Julio Cesar Green now trained by Joe Fariello, the man who took Mark Breland to the welterweight championship. Sharp jab by Green stopped Thomas in his tracks. Both men with really well-sculptured bodies. Both strong. Looking real good shape. Ricky Thomas is 27 years old, began his pro career here in New York, was stopped by Keith Providence, May of 1989. The tough opponents he's been in with. Ricky Thomas has won only twice in his last 10 fights. So he's the trial horse.
Yes, and he's been in with these real tough guys, knows how to survive. In with the James Toney. Lamar Parks, good bangers. And he's already bleeding from the bottom lip. Ricky Thomas is.
Sharp jabs by Julio Cesar Green. He's got about half a dozen rows of fans on their feet. And they're standing for him. Julio Cesar Green, that is.
So Bobby Goodman told me that the Green is one of the best ticket sellers that he's ever seen. And you can see the fans out in force tonight.
Green with a reach advantage. He's been popping that jab very well.
Very, very effectively. It's a real stiff jab. I see a lot of improvement in Green, Sam. He used to be just a walk-in tough guy. Now he's making good smart moves, moving over to the side, coming back, utilizing that left jab. There's that step over to the side again. A lot more confidence as a boxer.
And he used to be a much wilder swinger than he is now.
Exactly right.
Final seconds of round one. Scheduled for 10. For round two, Julio Cesar Green in the green trunks. Multicolored trunks, Ricky Thomas. And as soon as the round started, Green's fans on their feet.
And Thomas came out of the corner like a shot.
And Green banging Thomas to the body. Thomas finally able to stop the onslaught. Nice moves by Green.
Don't hold his head. Don't hold. Put your hands back.
Keeps punching on the inside, gets his arms free, and bangs away, backing up Thomas. Thomas covering up and not throwing anything back. Now he does. But wild.
I think Thomas was a little bit hurt in that flurry, Sam.
Let him go. Let him go. Stop him. Right there. Go.
Once again, Green all over Thomas.
Break.
That left jab of Green's has really been a powerful left jab. There he is. He comes in behind it every time.
Okay, break. Quickly.
Now let's see if Green, there he is, gets right over that left jab right away. Doesn't waste any time.
And putting punches together better than he used to.
Looks as if Ricky Thomas has been in one too many tough fights, Sam.
He's been in with some good ones. Looks like he slowed down a little bit, Gil.
Looks that way to me.
Julio Cesar Green has worked his way into the IBF top 10, ranked now number 8 in the world in the junior middleweight division.
And Sam, why do they call these guys junior middleweights when they both come in at 158?
Okay, break. Watch your head. Watch your head.
Green is fighting with a lot of confidence.
Okay, don't hold it back. Break. Step back. Step back.
Referee has to get him apart. Green just wants to wade right in, get going.
He doesn't just wade in, Sam. He goes in behind that left jab. Does it very, very well.
Okay, let him go. Break.
Time winding down in the second round. Green working well in round 2, forcing Ricky Thomas back. Good work. And coming from all different angles.
That's the difference between the two fighters. So far, Thomas's entire arsenal has been that left hand, especially the hook. And Cesar Green is using both hands very effectively, as he just did then. There's that left hook of Thomas. This is like one gun against two.
Yeah. This is round 3, scheduled for 10. And the first 2 rounds, I can vouch for Gil. We've both given to Julio Cesar Green, who gets a caution for holding behind the head of Ricky Thomas. Thomas doing a little holding. I can't tell you in that last bout, referee Sammy Verwet said that Adolfo Castillo asked him to stop the fight.
Well, that's the way it looked to me. It looked like he had enough. He didn't want any more. I didn't realize he had to ask Sammy Verwet. But if Sammy would have let the fight go on, he would have found a way to get out of there, and quickly.
Hangs in with you. He just doesn't do enough to win.
He's a tough guy. He's a very durable, strong guy.
Okay, break. Break clean. Come on, guys.
And the odds are he's going to go the distance. You've got to be prepared.
All right, stop. Okay.
To go the distance with him.
Sam, this is boxing. Never make a prediction like that.
Based on his record, Gil. From Green. Thomas trying to fight him off.
Green is just too busy, again, punching with both hands, and Thomas is punching with one hand. Easy rounds to score, in my opinion.
Once again, Green gets a little bit of a stern look from the referee as he hit on the break.
And there's Green.
Good right hand by Green. Thomas in trouble.
And Green set it up with a double left jab.
Thomas does a good job to turn it around, and Green lands a right hand underneath.
Hey, break. Don't punch it. Get back.
Well, you can see the improvement since Joey Fariello started to work with Julio Cesar Green. Much more complete fighter. There's 2 jabs, 3 jabs. One and another jab. The jab set up that beautiful right hand. And it now allows Green to throw that great flurry that he threw in the last round.
This is round 4, scheduled for 10, and Julio Cesar Green back on the attack all over Ricky Thomas, who's now bleeding from the mouth. Good combination by Green, started with a left, a good straight right. Lands the jab, and Thomas is getting pounded here.
Although Thomas did counter with a good left hook. There's that good solid jab by Cesar Green. That's a good jab. That's a punishing jab.
You mentioned Joe Fariello's work with him, and to Julio Cesar Green's credit, he just took a punch there. He's listening to what Joe Fariello has taught him, and he's carrying it out very well. Another man who has an outstanding jab. Oh, tackle. Thomas went down off balance. Junior Jones, outstanding jab, and Joe Fariello trains Junior Jones.
Well, Joey is a good, solid trainer. He's been around quite a while. And if he turns out a product, it's usually a very, very good product. You can see again Green throwing a variety of punches with both hands.
Feinted, went to the body. Out-punching and outworking Ricky Thomas to this point. Sharp jabs again by Green.
That's the key to this whole fight. The fact that he's able to set Thomas up with those left jabs. And the nice lateral movement of Cesar Green.
Landed a right hand, did Green. Thomas gets one in. Everything starting with a jab by Julio Cesar Green. Nice left hook by Ricky Thomas. Ooh. Wound up, big wind up by Thomas. and missed with the right.
Air-conditioned the building.
We need that game. Have a big heat wave. Thomas, the right hand just glanced off the nose of Julio Cesar Green. End of round 4. Junior Jones, and we talked about another Joe Fariello trained fighter, and a man who is ranked #1 by all the major governing bodies in the bantamweight division. And another Bobby Goodman fighter who's waiting a title shot. While we have a moment, we wish only good things for Bob Goodman, who's been here for 7.5 years. He's done a wonderful job here with Madison Square Garden Boxing. Now go out on his own.
Well, he's got a couple of guys poised to win world championships right now, starting with Aaron Davis, Kevin Kelly.
Thanks to his staff, Steve Griffith, Pat Fleming, Carl Moretti, Darcy Macaron, have done excellent work. It's been a pleasure working with all of them. This is our final MSG boxing card. We certainly hope to continue bringing boxing to you on MSG Network, but the regular MSG boxing card shows come to an end tonight. Julio Cesar Green continues to bang away, got in a good uppercut straight left, standing 8 count coming to Ricky Thomas.
No, I don't believe so. I think he's just going to clean him out.
Mouthpiece. I thought he was going to give him a standing 8 count.
I did too, Sam, but the mouthpiece came out. The Commissioner Gordon instituted that rule in New York State.
It was supposed to stop the time, but the time has continued to run down.
I think Ricky Thomas will thank the timekeeper after the fight, after the round.
Green popping the jab effectively. I'd say his percentage of jabs landed is very, very high.
And it's not just that they're jabs that are landing, they're stiff, powerful jabs. They're punishing jabs. And Ricky Thomas is complaining to the referee.
Well, he's hurting. Some of those left hooks landed hard to the body. Uppercut, body shots, straight right hand, down goes Thomas. He's up. He'll take the mandatory 8. But he's shaky, and the crowd is just absolutely wild for Julio Cesar Green. With plenty of time remaining in the 5th. Green. Thomas on shaky legs. Referee steps in, pries him apart.
Those short little punches of Cesar Green, those short punches in between Ricky Thomas's arms on that snappy jab of punishing blows.
Thomas hurt again on the ropes, languishing on the ropes, trying to avoid the punches. Green landing with both hands. The uppercut scores, and Thomas goes down. The fight is over. The referee has stopped it.
Well, that was a different Julio Cesar Green. I mean, I think he's really showed himself tonight.
He really made a step up where there's Joe Fariello, his trainer. Major step up for Julio Cesar Green, and his fans going wild here at the Paramount.
When a guy's throwing punches, you're not supposed to step in and replace the punch.
Just a couple of seconds remaining in the 5th round.
And you talk about fans, Sam, I would say that half the audience came to see Julio Cesar Green.
Ricky Thomas went to the 10th round with James Toney, world champion. He was stopped in the 10th. Green stops him in the 5th. Ricky Thomas went 10 rounds with Lamar Parks.
Well, this is quite a victory for Julio Cesar Green, and you could see the improvement in the fighter. Looked like a much better, much more confident fighter, knew his way around the ring.
And followed a game plan. He used that jab so well to set everything up.
Beautiful. Let's take, there's that stiff jab. Sets everything else up. He's able to walk in behind it. Now he's putting those punches together. There's the jab again, and the right hand, and down goes Thomas.
Good right hand.
But you notice the jab was first.
And you know what he also used effectively? A quick little left hook underneath. There's straight punches there. And Thomas just wilting from the punches. There's that left hook underneath. And that's it.
Wonderful job by Julio Cesar Green.
Celebration.
It's just too bad that they can't bring him back here in another month. They'll sell this place out.
Ed Darian has the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dick Pagozzi stops this bout at 2 minutes and 54 seconds of the 5th round, and the winner by a TKO, Julio Cesar Green.
He's 13-1 with 7 knockouts. Julio Cesar Green's only lost a 6-round decision to Kevin Tillman back in 1991. And since then, he has racked up 9 straight wins. We'll be back with the undefeated up-and-coming Lonnie Bradley as Fight Night continues in a moment.